Let's talk vital behavior number 3, and this is personal development. So, when I started as a Beachbody coach and I kept hearing about personal development like self help books, like self improvement books, I was like, really? I was that kind of person. And I just realized that it is the people who are willing to grow on the inside and who are willing to improve themselves who are the ones who do really well in this business. And I say that without exception. Seriously, without exception. It is those coaches who are willing to improve themselves and do that work who are successful. So, in terms of personal development, what I'm going to ask you to do is download either the audiobook or buy the book called Success Principles by Jack Canfield. This is a life changing book. When my mentor started me, she told me that Success Principles was a book that changed her life, and she is ridiculously successful. So I just decided, you know what? Success leaves clues. She told me I should read that book, so I'm going to read that book. And I hope that you trust me enough to trust that this is really going to make a difference for you. So, Success Principles was the first book that I read when I became a coach, and it really helped to open up my vision and to make the vision of what I wanted to accomplish in my business more real to me and more concrete to me and to feel more possible for me. And that made me willing to do whatever it took to get there, right? So, personal development is done on so many different topics and affects your life on so many different levels. So, personal development has changed the way that I present myself to the world. It's allowed me to shine in my life more and to not be afraid to do that and to be myself and be more genuine and who I am. It's changed the way that I relate to people in my business, both my peers and my colleagues, and my clients, as well as to be a much better leader to my team. So, personal development is a non negotiable, and I really think that it should be the first vital behavior. It should totally be number one. It is that crucial. So, I'm going to ask you to trust me. Put your trust in me once again and understand the emphasis that I'm putting on personal development is for a reason. And so we're going to get started with Success Principles by Jack Canfield. And if you successfully complete the new coach training and are invited to the level 2 training or 2.0 training, we'll move on to a different book called The Magic of Thinking Big by Tony Robbins. But for now, I want you to buy Success Principles, either audio version or book. And you know what? I have 3 kids and my husband works shift work and I work hard as a coach. I am consistent and I put in my hours. So I know what it's like to be really busy, and sometimes I hear people saying, oh, I just can't fit it in. I don't know about that. I think you need to look for time where you're doing something, maybe where you're using your body, but you're not using your mind, like when you're cooking or you're putting on your makeup or doing your hair, or when you're commuting to work, or whatever it might be, and take that time to do your personal development and to learn and to grow on the inside. Because if you do, I promise you, it's going to change your business. Sometimes I'll have new coaches tell me, I'm inviting all these people and it's not working. It's not working. Or I'm inviting all these people to join my team and I've got all this negativity happening and stuff. And for both those problems, my solution is personal development. It really is, because if you have this like negative energy that you're putting out to the world, then that's what you're going to attract. Like birds of a feather flock together. That is a true story. And so if you're putting out this negative energy, then that's what you're going to get coming back to you. And if you're doing your personal development, you'll find a way to change that. You have it within you. You can find a way to change that. Or if you're talking to people and like communication is a struggle, especially online communication is a struggle, there's personal development for that as well. And so, you can buy an audiobook or buy a book, but you can also get tons of free stuff as well. On Spotify, you can get GoPro for free, which is an excellent, excellent book. So it's free on Spotify. It's like $5 or something on iTunes. And if you go on YouTube, there's tons of free material on YouTube by Tony Robbins, who's like my favorite, or Brendon Burchard, um, or Shalene Johnson. There is tons of free personal development material out there as well. And podcasts as well. There just really isn't an excuse to not get it in. This should be your non-negotiable. This should be absolutely 100% your non-negotiable every single day. Okay, I will step off my soapbox now, and I will trust that you're going to start with your personal development and make it a non-negotiable in your life, because I know that you're committed to succeeding here.